Getting today. That's the type of game he's expecting as we take a look at the starting lineups. And for the Volunteers, Felix Okpara, Gregory Nixon, Bart Lennox underway in Chicago. The winner will play Arizona.
That's what you want to make him do. Make him shoot a turnaround. There's a good play by Gillespie there.
Over to Boswell for three. And Tennessee is on the board.
The national leaders in scoring in the paint and in not allowing people to score in the paint. Who's going to win out in this game?
Mara with the jam.
There's an incredible number.
Rick Barnes says it's part of our identity. Here's Mara again. Amen pokes it away. Right to Burnett. Amen is there again.
That make Tennessee go, it's Gillespie and Amen. They're the lead. When they told us yesterday, he wants this game played in the middle third of the floor. If you get on the sidelines against a team like
usually pretty reserved on the sideline. He was hot at the end of the first half against Al. You don't see him too fired up that often.
But you got to keep an eye on Tennessee's free throw shooting. They don't stay. They missed a bunch of layups. There's a lot of physicality. I mean, I don't know.
Amen gets it back. Shot clock at 7. Amen knocks over Cadeau and scores.
This guy is in day. Oh, Gillespie's got another.
What a play by Gillespie. He gets to his feet, and he missed it. Boswell misses. Estrella does not.
That's twice that we read and took it.
Gillespie now 4 steals away from the all-time season record at Tennessee, and Cadeau. Johnson right at Okpara. Johnson trying to muscle his way through, and he draws the foul.
That hard to miss. The finish against Alabama.
The scores table, he'll come right back in. Watch the men's Elite Eight
with 2 fouls.
Start for Yaxel Lendeborg. He's got the ball here, but right back to Cadeau.
And you can see Tennessee, they switch everything.
Lendeborg misses the 3, and Jalen Carey with Cadeau. Oh, jam by Roddy. 5 from the floor. Estrella on Lendeborg. Yaxel wants to take him.
Oh,
he wins that matchup.
Switching aggressively on defense. Amen on Cadeau. Big difference in height. Nice pass.
Boswell in the corner. And Roddy Gale. Alabama 17 points off the bench for the Wolverines. Estrella makes a tough catch around Johnson. That's a pretty move for Jay. Did go back and look at that tape just for a few little reminders of the way that Barnes likes to play.
Because Dusty's playing completely different than he played then.
Gillespie with his first.
Dusty May at FAU was playing small. Now he's playing huge.
McKinney, tough shot for 2.
This kid is built like a linebacker in the end game.
Jalen Carey at the line for 2, the son of former NFL. He's a little crazy at first, but my dad played for Nick Saban, and he told me that hard coaching is the only way to get. Berg, and he got his hand up on top of McKinney with the shot clock. Get complete cover. Hearing it from the Tennessee fans as he misses the second free throw, and Evans the rebound. And Mora steals it. That's why he guards the inbound. Lendeborg flying the other way, right at Amen. And Yaxel is fouled here for Lendeborg.
And I think it's a good move by Dusty May to bring Mara back in the game with the 2 fouls.
Lendeborg rattles it in.
Free throws.
Mara makes the front end. For next week in Indianapolis. 2 out of 2 from the line for Mara. Estrella with Lendeborg on him. Estrella over Lendeborg, and no, tipped around. Fans love that with Cheddar and Lendeborg. Oh, what a play! The reverse. And the foul was on Okpara. And Mara the rebound. Tennessee is now 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. Gale, transition three, it's good! Cadeau out to Gale, extra pass Lendeborg. Now Cadeau in the corner, it's good! And with that basket, Elliott. Gillespie and Amen a combined 2 for 12. Evans lost it. Estrella bails him out and he'll go up with it, and he misses.
Number 2 in the nation defensive field goal percentage.
Mara working around Estrella. What a move by the big guy. And they've made 5 of their last 6. Cadeau sends it to the corner. Extra pass. Lendeborg wide open. Lendeborg, Gale. And then Gale will reset. 19 points in 4.5 minutes and 2 more for Burnett. At the 11-minute mark, it was 16-14 Tennessee. And wow, have things changed. Estrella still can't end the run. But Yaxel said, she believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Carey for 2, and that ends the run. Tennessee had missed. It's
a lot of points to make up.
Every bracket buster and every buzzer beat Carolina. And when he got to Ann Arbor to move into his apartment, who was there waiting to help him move furniture but Dusty?
If I knew he was going to be an All-American, I would have.
But Dusty May, that kind of guy, that kind of team here at Michigan, as Cadeau puts it in. Yaxel cross-court pass, wide open Gale. And Lendeborg is fouled, going for the rebound.
This, Andrew, Tennessee only has one guy with more than 1 basket in the game.
We asked him, all right, everyone talks about this. When is the last time you played video games? And he laughed and he confessed. The foul was on Gillespie. That's his 2nd now. Carey. Turnaround is there.
You know, he's a guy who... But I agree with Rick Barnes.
Lendeborg for 3.
3-man. The whole, actually, like a college 2-man, even at 6'9".
% for the year. Coming up, 18 between UConn and Duke.
You know, Andrew, this is how they miss some free throws too, but this is how
Michigan has won 27 games by double figures this year, including all 3 in the NCAA tournament, and that's going to be a goaltend. Count the basket for Jalen Carey.
Different than most teams. They like to save their challenges for the second half, but anything around the rim and they feel like they can get it, they'll go for it.
Evan, thank you very much. If he misses a shot or gets called for a bad foul, that he has a retaliation foul. That's something that he's...
Foul shots anymore.
I haven't seen it here in Chicago.
Oh,
Lendeborg has a lane, and he misses the lay-in. Gillespie was open in the corner. Instead, Carey goes to the basket and scores again.
Yeah, Carey's working out. He's
behind the Tennessee bench. Lendeborg wants the screen from Cheddar. He's going to take a 3. Halfway down and out. And Gillespie, oh, a step back, 4-3. Won't go. And Boswell on the floor. And today he's 2 for 11.
Well, they're making him work for everything.
Will Cheddar, the heart and soul of Michigan. And there you go. You ask for somebody to make 2. Austin Cadeau takes it away. And now Cadeau wants to fly up ahead. Great speed for the New Jersey native. Leaves it for Burnett. Extra pass to Lendeborg.
Today, I guarantee you they're going to get the last shot. I mean, on Friday.
Cadeau over to Lendeborg. To McKinney. For Tennessee against Houston, and they've been outscored in the first half of their last 2 regional finals, 82-41.
That's what it looks. It looks very similar, and they've done on Amen of too strong. Lendeborg.
He missed it, but he follows his miss.
Defense has been very effective. They have so many versatile guys. The only guy is Mara. Is the only guy who's not really versatile defensively.
Estrella connects now because of the foul for Tennessee.
Yeah, like you said, Opara, and Carey were had some foul issues.
Let's check in.
Get back to avoid what's happening right now.
That's a great point, Evan, and that's really what happened. Their transition defense was not good. How about this?
Mora the three.
The start Tennessee was looking for to start this second half.
Gillespie trying to answer, and he does. And sometimes you look to the three to try to get out of a deep hole as Gillespie hits again, and he's the one. 5 to shoot.
Lendeborg strong in there on Amen.
Burnett from the corner. And the Akpara from the free throw line. It won't go. And Cadeau the rebound.
Not going to get an easier look than that.
Yaxel flying through from the baseline. And those offensive rebounds have dried up for Tennessee. Burnett a transition three. It's good.
You know, Michigan came out looking to push the tempo because Tennessee didn't want to, and they have controlled it all the way.
Oh, with the block. He's just the second Big Ten player with 400 points, 250 rebounds, and 100 blocks in a season. Greg Oden, 7 shots, and he's back on the bench for the Volunteers. Gillespie from the outside. Lendeborg. Why not?
I mean, he's making the game.
We have the best player in the country, but we also have the most unselfish player in the country.
You know what? There's nothing better than to have your teammates say.
Cadeau from the outside. That's going to be no good. And a fight for the rebound. And Morez Johnson and Amari Evans.
They got to be careful. Oh, that was not good what Jalen Brown did.
Jalen Carey.
Jalen Carey.
Dusty May right in the middle of it trying to.
Dusty May did the right thing there.
Evans and Johnson, the whistle is blown.
Yeah.
They're still fighting for it. Exchanging word.
Contact, dead ball, technical.
And the foul on Carey is his 4th.
Dusty was able to get out there quick. I'm not saying something would have happened, but it helped.
Player to have 4 straight 23-point games. Juwan Howard with Michigan back in 1994. And another Tennessee foul. This one 3 points, 4 rebounds today so far for Johnson. Headed to Indianapolis. Download the. I think what you saw from Michigan is that they can beat you in so many different ways.
Doesn't have to play great all the time because they got so many other pieces that are capable.
Akpara with the basket, and for Felix, that's his first field goal. Your roommate at Ohio State, Akpara, and Roddy Gale of Michigan remain very good friends to this day. Lendeborg has 25 from 3, and the long rebound right to Akpara. Wide open is Evans. Nope. Cadeau lost it. Gillespie with Berg up ahead, and Berg had it blocked by Lendeborg, but Brown is there to clean it up. Runner-up against Villanova. Lendeborg follows his miss and puts it in.
Well, if I'm going to miss it, I might as well go get it.
Gillespie with 14 points. Cadeau to McKinney, fakes the 3, dribbles in closer, and knocks out another.
This guy had.
And Yaxel Lendeborg said no freshman wall for this guy. In fact, the game has slowed down for him here in March as Gillespie scores 2 more. He told Evan he needed a minute before the interview as Michigan turns it over. Lendeborg getting back. Gillespie going up. Okay.
The Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix character. He got that 2 prior to the season. He said he could kind of relate to finish this game the right way. There's clearly a standard that they're not playing to right now.
McKinney is fouled shooting the 3. And the no Final Fours at Tennessee. He said that really stuck with him to increase my motor. And I'm a completely different player now than when I first arrived in Knoxville.
Good to hear. All of them. And Mara was a little bit of a comedian, too, which was good. Pretty good defensive set by Michigan in this possession. Wow.
Berg lost it, has to throw one up. Gale got a piece of it from behind. Great defense by the Wolverines.
Seniors that have been in your program 2 or 3 years to help you do that.
A tie-up is called. It'll be Tennessee ball.
Now, about Lendeborg so much, but Cadeau, his improvement this year as a shooter.
Akpara with a strong take.
That was a strong move, but Cadeau's has improved his game tremendously.
We asked him what's the difference after shooting 18% from deep as a freshman, as Lendeborg misfires from three, and then a foul going for the read the basketball. He has 8 assists today and at least 7 assists in all 4 NCAA tournament games this year. On CBS, Lendeborg misses, and the rebound to Gillespie, and a foul is called on Michigan. Gillespie with 7 to shoot. Brown right through the lane, lost it going up. Akpara cleans it up. The second half of the season, I should say. Don't forget the winner will play Arizona, as Johnson gets it to go with the foul.
High score. Now, I mean, he's still been defending, he's still rebounding, but he hasn't scored like he has all year. Ament can really handle for 6'10".
Off balance jumper goes in. A chance at 3 for Nate Ament.
I doubt it.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
To go to the
freshman year of high school here at Morgan Park in Chicago, and then 3 years at prolific.
And the truth is, the physicality of Michigan and how good a defensive team they are. He's a freshman.
Gillespie for 3. Estrella rips down the. Michigan shooting 53% from the floor before that miss, and Final 4 was the Fab Five. 92 Michigan, as Akpara misses in tight. And one of those players, Jalen Rose. Mara has a laugh about it. You mentioned his sense of humor when we met with him yesterday. Ament for 3. And tipped out. And it is Michigan.
I guarantee you that that's what Dusty May talks about after the game.
Oh, Johnson fighting his way and draws the foul. Well, if you're headed to Indianapolis, down low.
Andrew, like a really good team like this Michigan team, I always try to say, you know, what would I do to try and beat them? Like, what, they don't have probably a backup point guard who tore his ACL, who was playing great.
Gale hits the 3. Our statistician Ethan Cooperson was diving into the numbers, trying to find some type of weakness, like you were just saying about Michigan, and there really aren't any. I mean, when they're up at the half, they're 27.
Picky, because does that speak to them not playing as good a defense and getting rebounds and going and being able to get it up the floor?
Day for the Wolverines.
Of Michigan, and they also have pretty good guards too. Jaden Bradley was the player of the year in the Big 12. That is going to be an unbelievable semifinal game.
Johnson,
the best teams all year. Florida was probably 4th, and I think UConn was in that next section. Now, could they beat Duke today? Absolutely they can.
Points today. Cadeau, the lob. Johnson had a tough time. Four assists and no turnovers in 35 minutes for Yaxel Lendeborg. Would have made a difference in this first half, the way that Michigan has looked, but Akpara picking up those early fouls was a big issue for Tennessee. Gillespie with the left hand, and for Tennessee last
row, I mean, that is really, really hard, and every one of those losses in the Elite Eight has come to a 1 seed. Got to have a little luck too, you know what I mean?
Cleveland has checked in for Michigan. He's got the ball here. Gillespie poked it away. Goodman gets it back and scores. Rejection.
That was great.
Burnett is fouled by Ament, and that will be the video department with the Miami Heat. We asked Dusty about having two of his sons with him, but at the same time, it is very special.
Absolutely. You know, you're away so much that he's at least with.
And Michigan has hit 90 for the fourth straight game in this tournament. First team to do that since UConn in 1995. Michigan assistant.
He did a number on me when he was at Boston College. I do remember him well.
In the game. Brown and one. Well, Dusty May said he wanted to play here in Chicago. Love playing for him, and you got to imagine they're going to show up in a big way next week. May, a three! May Day! In the final 10 seconds here of the regional final. Evans a three. Wolverines are on to the Final Four. The largest margin of victory in a regional final, 7. Of course, that year, Michigan went on to win the national title, and they are 2 wins away from doing that again.